Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching today's video. This one is going to look a little bit different because we are getting ready to go to the beach. So I'm trying to record this before we leave. Like I've just woken up a little bit ago. But anyway, I wanted to get this recorded because we're going to be at the beach for a week and this is my opportunity to get it done. This is update number 5 for my first ever project pan. For those that are new, hi, my name is Sarah. I like to create beauty content. I've recently gotten into panning content, but I also do like makeup tutorials and things like that. Anyway, if you want to see my progress for this update for this project, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, we're going to start with our oldest item in the project. So these 3 items have been in since the beginning. This Lorac Pro, there's a shade in here that's been in since January. This shade from this Natasha Denona mini palette, and then this lip liner. So let's have a look at the Lorac Pro eyeshadow shade. The shade that I have in from the Lorac Pro 2 palette is called Cocoa. Here's what it looked like last month. My goal is to hit pan on it. I used it once since the last update, so not a lot of change. And here is what it's looking like now. So we still have a good dip in it, but not much more progress. You know, that's not going to happen if you only use an eyeshadow one time. So I've used this shade 14 times total since January. Still no pan, but I think I might be getting close, but that's going to be staying in the project. The next item that's been in since January is this Natasha Denona mini Triochrome palette. This second shade here, this shimmery one. This shade is in for 5 uses. Since the last update, I've used it twice. So that's the most number of times I've used it between updates. So I have a total of 4 uses on this. I need to use it one more time and then it can roll out. And it's getting a tiny bit of a dip on it. So it definitely is getting a little bit of use, a little bit of attention. So that's good. This one though is also staying in the project. Next item that's been in since January, since the introduction, is my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pillow Talk 2 Medium Lip Liner. It's getting really small. I used this 10 times since the last update. We're getting nice and small. We're almost done with this lip liner. Now, of course, this is still going to be a couple more months of product left in, but we're getting close. This one's definitely going to be finished before the end of the year, maybe even by October, November. So we'll see. So I have 57 total uses on this lip liner. Here are my line markings for the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner pencil. So from the April update to the June update, I used a good chunk. We're ignoring this May line. And then from June to July, a little bit of progress there. So we're getting there. But this one is going to be staying in until I finish it. Okay, next item is this L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Everbloom. This one rolled in April, and my goal, I had a usage goal to use up about, I think it was like a third of it. Let me see. But this is the shade. Oops. It's a really pretty, like pink corally, like a deep coral color, and it's a very smooth formula. I really like it a lot. I've used this 10 times since the last update. I've used it 11 times total. Here is my line marking for L'Oreal Everbloom. So we started here in April. The goal was here. Okay, so I guess it was about a third, between a third and a half, right? But here's where I got in June update, and then here's where I am in July. So I'm about halfway to the goal line. Hooray! So that one could be rolling out next month, but that one is also staying in the project. Now the last few items all rolled in the last update. So let's go ahead and start with the Bobbi Brown primer sample. Sorry, this is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. And the goal for this one was to finish it. This was a little sample that I got either in Ipsy or Allure, probably Allure, I don't remember. But I really like this one. The scent was really, really good. It's a nice kind of like rich moisturizer texture. I liked it a lot. So I used this 17 times and it is all done. So this one is a rollout. Hooray. Oh, I just opened it and now I can smell it. It smells so nice and citrusy. I love it. But yeah, this one is all done. So this one had a little bit of previous use before I put it in this project, but it is done. That's another primer out of my collection. Next item that rolled in last update is an eyeshadow from this palette. This is the Lorac Unzipped Desert Sunset palette. I rolled in the shade Mirage, and this one was basically brand new. It was like untouched when I rolled it in. Here's what it looked like in the last update. I had already started using it when I recorded, so there is a little bit of usage. This is what it looks like today. So there's a huge, huge crater in there. That's not even just a dip. I feel like I'm really close to getting to the pan. I've used this with just a flat shader, flat packing brush to go all across my lid, and I've used it a ton. So I've used this 15 times since rolling it in. It's a really pretty, just like easy shimmery shade to sweep all across the lid. It's not terribly metallic or anything. So it's a nice, just kind of subtle, pretty shade. It's almost, I almost could use this as a highlighter, I think. I might try that a little bit just to test it out, just to try a different way of using it. It is a really beautiful color and I love it a lot. I've used it in so many looks, but this one is going to stay in the project. I feel like this one's going to be rolling out next month. The next item that rolled in last update is another eyeshadow from my Naked Smoky palette from Urban Decay, and I rolled in the shade High. It had some previous usage. This is what it looked like in the last update. And let's see, I have used it 10 times. Here's what it's looking like now. There's a really good dip forming. I use a very pointed, I use a pencil brush, and so there's a very focused spot where I'm picking up the eyeshadow. This one is probably going to be in for another couple of months. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, 10 uses, 10 tracked uses in this project. We'll see how long it takes. Next item is my BEAUTY Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. This rolled in with some previous usage. Here's a picture of where it was before. And now it's about, let's see if I fold it. Okay, so if I fold it, we're here, we're past that little line between that light pink and then the like transparent for the foundation shade. So we went from this eye to right here. So that's a pretty good chunk used. Since rolling it in, I've used it 8 times. Now I wore makeup a whole lot more than that, but I was using my my new e.l.f. Soft Glam foundation a lot. So I've got a review coming up for that. For that foundation, a review video is coming up. I just haven't finished editing it or posting it, obviously. But anyway, so the goal on this one is to finish it. So I think that's at least another month of use. Yeah, at least another month of use, possibly a month and a half. This one might be rolling out in September. We'll see. Okay, the last item is this Focallure Diamond Glow highlighter in the shade 03 Nova Light. I rolled this in to hit pan. Here's what it was looking like last month. Since rolling it in, I've used it 18 times. And here's what it's looking like now. So top left corner definitely is getting some attention and some love. It's getting a good dip. Right, we're about to crater status, I think. I think this one's probably going to be in for another month for sure. Well, this one's going to be in for another month, maybe another 2 months before I hit pan. We'll see what happens and how long that takes. But I like this one. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful smooth formula, and then it's got a really metallic finish. I love a shiny metallic highlighter. That's my favorite. Okay, so the only rollout is this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, which I finished. So that is coming out. And then the primer that I'm replacing it with is this Sephora Smooth and Blur Primer Sample. This had previous use on it, but when I started, it was about at this line. This one I feel like is going to be rolling out next month. I feel like I can finish this really quickly, and then that'll be another primer out of my collection. So hopefully this one is a rollout next month as well. But this one is in to finish. So here are all of my items that are in my project for this next month. I think that this will be rolled out next month. Hopefully this will be rolled out next month. Hopefully this. Hopefully this. Let me know how you felt about the view, like, you know, folks like just seeing the products in the frame. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the update. If you are working on a project pan, let me know. Comment down below. Tell me what products you're working on. And then tell me what you think your predictions are for the next update. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.